Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am not here with Geeky Sparkles. We're going to talk about Jonathan Majors. We're going to talk about the Kang Dynasty and the fact that Disney and Marvel fired him. They fired him outright. Yeah, he was actually accused, I believe, or found guilty of 2 of the 4 things he was accused of, if I understand that correctly. Regardless, the headlines were screaming that he's an abuser and a harasser, and he was found guilty, and that's not something Disney wants to deal with. Now, if it were somebody else, they probably would have fired him before. And I actually heard rumors that they technically did fire him before. They just haven't said anything about it. But we're going to talk about this because this is definitely going to throw a wrench into Disney's plans for Marvel, and this might be a good thing. This might actually give them time to stop and think about what they've done, where they're going, and do a little course correction and just be like, oh yeah, we had to push these movies back because, the strike, and we had to push these movies back because of Jonathan Majors, and we had to bring, Dr. Doom in because, we can't use Kang or whatever, and they can sit and think about what they've done. But I don't know if they will. I think they're going to plow ahead because they're going to be like, oh crap, we need some more endgame money. We need another $1 billion superhero movie to keep us in business. But yeah, this is just not looking good. It's not looking good for them. So let's talk about it. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. No woohoos today. Definitely no woohoos at Jonathan Majors HQ, and probably no woohoos at Disney. A lot of boohoos at Disney these days. Go out to shopclownfish.com. We have reopened the campaign for previously on Clownfish TV and Crimson Ren Volume 1. We've got some of these books left. They're in stock. They will ship within a few days of you ordering them. So if you missed out on the first and second chance, you're not pre-ordering this time. These books are actually here. They're actually in stock, and we will get those out to you as soon as we can. Probably not by Christmas, though. Sorry, we've only got a couple days now. I don't think they'll get to you in time, but if you want to pick them up anyway, shopclownfish.com. So this comes from Comic Book Movie, guys. This happened like literally 10 minutes after we posted the video yesterday talking about Jonathan Majors. They officially fired him. Yeah, Marvel Studios and Disney have officially fired Kang actor Jonathan Majors. Next Avengers movie title change coming from Comic Book Movie. Yeah, it's kind of hard to call it the Kang Dynasty when you got no Kang. There are people saying that they should just recast Kang. I don't know. I think Kang's kind of a weak sauce villain. Honestly, he's not a very good follow-up to Thanos. I mean, I think he was like, oh yeah, there's Kang too. But Dr. Doom would be a much more imposing villain, in my opinion. That didn't take long, according to Comic Book Movie. The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed with Disney and Marvel that Jonathan Majors has been fired and will no longer play the MCU's Kang the Conqueror. We don't have a statement yet. Yeah, apparently they haven't put out an official statement yet. But the news is official, and Majors' time in the MCU has ended after he was found guilty of reckless assault in the 3rd degree and guilty of harassment by a New York jury earlier today. That would have been yesterday. The plan had been for the multiverse saga to revolve around Kang and his many variants. When we first met He Who Remains in Loki Season 1, 4 Majors played Kang in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Huge box office disaster, by the way. The actor portrayed Immortus, Ramatut, the Scarlet Centurion, thousands of other Kangs, a whole bunch of Kangs. So he actually would probably be the easiest guy to replace. I mean, if you can replace Rhodey and not even acknowledge why he looks different, if you can replace the Hulk and not even acknowledge why he looks different, you can absolutely replace a character that has thousands and thousands of variants, known variants, very, very easily. Loki Season 2 had already been shot when Majors was arrested. And so that's why he was in it, because it takes a while to make these shows. I don't think people realize how long it takes to make these shows. Avengers, the Kang Dynasty is still dated for May 1st, 2026. Good luck with that. And according to the trade, Marvel Studios still plans to move forward with the project after recently tapping Michael Waldron to pen the screenplay. A title change may well be inevitable. Marvel now has the option to recast the role or move on from Kang altogether. I think they should just move on from Kang. I think Kang in the MCU has been kind of a bust. I mean, I think Jonathan Majors is an okay actor, but yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling much of anything with the MCU anymore. I just point and laugh, just like every other franchise I once loved. I just kind of point and laugh because they just cannot help themselves. They just keep blowing themselves up. Neither of those would be difficult. Yeah, they talk about Mark Ruffalo and the Hulk and Don Cheadle, who was inferior, I believe, to Terrence Howard. I like Terrence Howard much better as Rhodey. Another villain could destroy the Council of Kangs off-screen, with Doctor Doom a likely candidate based on recent rumors. That would make a lot of sense. Depends on who you get to play Doctor Doom and how Disney treats Doctor Doom. I don't think we would actually get a comic book accurate, badass Doctor Doom in Disney vision. The trade adds, while Marvel sources are mum, in November, Marvel hired Loki creator Michael Waldron to work on a new draft of what was to have been the Kang Dynasty, but it's now being referred to as Avengers 5. Yeah, what are they going to call it? Major Star had been on the rise before his legal issues. And this whole thing, like, look, I don't know if he's guilty or innocent. The court found him guilty. I've heard from people on both sides. Some people said he's known to have a temper and to be abusive, I guess in theater circles. Other people said no, this was definitely set up. I don't know. All I know is he was found guilty. They're going to appeal, I guess, but that's it. You can't have headlines saying Jonathan Majors found guilty of assault and harassment and expect Disney to keep him. I mean, again, they fired Roseanne over a tweet. You know, they got rid of Johnny Depp for less. He hadn't even gone to trial or anything at that point. He actually cleared his name, but his career, the damage is already done. You know, they've gotten rid of people for a whole lot less than this, right? So these are the rumored details. Rumored details on his firing and Avengers 5. All right. As for the next Avengers movie, and they said that they actually severed ties with Majors almost immediately after he'd been found guilty. Yeah, it was within like an hour or two I found out about it, of the headline that they were getting rid of him. As for the next Avengers movie, it's believed that the Kang Dynasty subtitle has been dropped and the project is being referred to as Avengers 5. To what extent the current story will be altered remains to be seen, but Marvel revamping it as Secret Wars Part 1 is sounding more and more likely. So this is Snyder. This is, who is this guy? This is Jeff Snyder. He's had insider info before. He said that Secret Wars is basically shaping up to be a giant 5-hour movie with a year-long intermission. So they want Secret Wars to basically be Endgame, Infinity War Part 2. And they're hoping for that kind of money too. But I don't think they're going to get that kind of money, because Ant-Man and the Wasp 3, or Ant-Man 3, or whatever the hell we're calling it, Quantumania, that was supposed to be a lead-in to Secret Wars, and people didn't give a shit. They didn't give a shit. Insider Daniel Rickman also weighed in. He claims that the filming was actually set to commence as soon as next March in the UK, but he's heard that had Majors been found not guilty, he would have stayed on as the Conqueror. As we know, Loki writer Michael Waldron was hired to pen a new draft, but the conclusion of Loki Season 2 is going to inform the main plotline. Rickman's heard that despite rumors to the contrary, Doctor Doom was never being positioned to replace Kang. Oh, interesting. And would have, and still may be, a secondary villain of the next Avengers films. Doom is nobody's bitch. Just like, why are we making Doctor Doom Kang's bitch? I don't know. He needs his own movie. But he needs to be proper Doctor Doom and not like Fox Doctor Doom. Will Marvel Studios find a new actor to play Kang, or will they pivot away from the character completely? I don't know, because this comes from Men's Health Magazine. Men's Health Magazine. Jonathan Majors firing leaves fans questioning the future of the MCU. So they're talking about who could replace him. John Boyega. What? Chris Tucker? No. Aaron Jennings. Who else do we got here? Marvel killing off Ant-Man in his next appearance to further Cassie's development. Now they don't need him for the rest of the Kang storyline. Loki establishes the variants can look exactly like him or nothing at all. Yeah, it'd be actually very easy to replace. Kang is probably one of the easiest characters to replace. They know who we're really here for. Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to get him. John David Washington for Kang. Everybody's speculating now. Disney ain't messing with Jonathan O more than the next Kang. Next Kang. Oh, there we go. Oh, that would be... Oh, my God. That would be amazing. That would be amazing if they brought Terrence Howard back. That would be amazing. I don't think that's going to happen, though, either. Yeah, so the rumor was that he was basically kind of sort of gone before the verdict because, again, Disney doesn't like that kind of controversy. They love other controversy. You know, they love to create controversy, but they don't want to have that kind of controversy tainting their brand. You know, they're very damaged, very, very damaged brand. And that the verdict was just what pushed them over the edge. And again, there hasn't, as of recording this video, there hasn't been any formal announcement from Disney that he's been terminated. I think they're probably trying to figure out what to say. But yeah, that's definitely going to throw a wrench in things, guys. Somebody said Robert Downey Jr. In blackface from Tropic Thunder should be Kang. That would be freaking hilarious. They don't have the balls to do that, though. Never go full Kang. Never go full Kang. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.